Dollies! Welcome back. Today we are going to be reacting to Stuck Inside, a FNAF music video with the Living Tombstone, CG5, Black Griffon, Basic, and Kevin Foster. This came up recommended. I was like, I want to react. I don't know. I don't think I've seen this one before, so let's go. Let's go. I think I've only seen like the earlier Living Tombstone FNAF ones, but oh. Okay. Whoa. This is already like.
I've been away too long, but I'm home again.
I like the electronic music box thing.
What's become of them? I thought their souls were gone. Something's wrong, so I need
It's purple. We're singing from the perspective of the purple guy. William Afton. Yeah, I was right.
It's alright, I'll be fine. Even though they died, part of them survived. I'll make them unalive. It's alright, I'll be fine. Safe inside. We are but friends, but we breathe life into our glowing home full of new friends. Not the end, only blood that's flowing. Here is in our Father, He's the author of our wonderland. He made us into what we become.
Rage.
Thought that they were mine. I can't believe my eyes. It's alright, I'll be fine. Running out of time. I think that I can find a place where I can hide. It's alright, I'll be fine. Safe inside. He is here, I recognize him anywhere. That purplish figure was bigger and quicker than me. And then I thought I was dreaming. He looked like a demon, and I remember bleeding and screaming. And
Oh.
he could hear me. Oh, what he did to me. He's gonna die. The others agree he needs to die.
I agree, he needs to die too. Please kill him.
It's alright, I'll be fine. Not sure I survived. I don't think that I died. I only have a life. It's alright, I'll be fine. Stuck inside.
Huh.
It's alright, I'll be
It's alright. This is fine. You have run out of it is what it is. What do you choose to do next?
stuck in my own trap. Bones are cracked as my lungs collapse. Remember that I always come back.
I hate you. Don't come back. Just don't. Well, that was Stuck Inside FNAF music video with the Living Tombstone, CG5, Black Griffon, Bastix, and Kevin Foster. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like this one as much. I don't know, like, this is me being an adulty adult, but I think the stuff that this isn't a content farm song, I'd say, no, but like the things that content farms are pushing to kids nowadays, it's like FNAF, it's got child murder and then possession and then more murder. It's like, I don't know when we became so okay with the concept of child murder, you know? Like, so I find that some of these songs, like, I know that they're not real dead kids. I know that they're fictional dead kids. I just wish that it would respect the fact that dead kids a little bit more. It's kind of the same. It's not as bad, but it's the same feeling that I got from the Into the Pit song by Horror Skrunks, where at the end the yellow Bonnie suit gets hanged, and I know that there's not a person in it, but just the imagery of a humanoid creature being hanged, and this is being pushed out to kids, it makes me upset Well, it makes me very, I don't like that it's being pushed to kids by content farms, right? Like, I know that kids like it and that's their choice, but it shouldn't be pushed to them. Like, when I was a kid, okay, when I was like 12 or 13, I went and I watched, like, people play Corpse Party. Definitely not a game for a 12 to 13-year-old, right? And it gave me nightmares and whatever, but that was my own choice. That was my own responsibility. It wasn't being pushed to me. I went looking for it, right? So if I was like on my YouTube recommended page, so I watched a lot of Minecraft. Minecraft was what was pushed to me, but not like the weird, creepy horror stories Minecraft. I was watching Ethos. I watched a lot of Etho as a kid, you know? So, like, kid-friendly content was being pushed to me, right? And now with, like, YouTube Kids and stuff, I find some of these content farms are trying to kind of skirt the line so that they can be on YouTube Kids, but it's still about child murder, and it's like, I don't like that it's being pushed on kids. It feels like, to me, like, violent narratives aren't a choice for kids anymore. They're being actively pushed onto kids by content farms like Poppy Playtime. It looks like there's probably a lot of child murder because we know that the kids get experimented on and then made into toys, and we see a lot of disembodied toys with a lot of blood. I think that's a lot of child murder, you know, and it's being pushed to kids. FNAF kind of started this trend with, like, the mascot horror dead kids thing, but it didn't really intend to, and I think, like, security breach, it wasn't super scary, but I think it was kind of trying to clean itself up a little bit, because even though it wasn't originally intended for kids, it understood that it had become a commonality among kids to like FNAF, right? So then they make Security Breach, a game that I think was very appropriate and pretty targeted towards kids, their fan base, that I don't think that they even tried to get the kids to be their fan base. It just kind of happened, right? And so they were trying to move towards where their fan base was. But with a lot of these, it's like bringing kids into violent stories by recommending it to them and making it specifically for them, making, like, cutesy animations that are horribly violent. And it's like, and I know that this is a little bit of a rant and it's not really about the song, but I just feel like the way the kids were sung about, I don't think it respected the horror of murdered children. Which, I mean, it's a fan song and everything, but I don't know, it just doesn't sit right in my heart, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, if I were to make a fan song and I were to have it singing from the perspective of one of the kids, it would be, I would try to make it respect the idea that these are murdered kids, right? And I think, you know, maybe the concept of it is cool when you're a kid, but as you grow up and gain more life experiences, those, not necessarily murdered kids, but kids dying in your life is something that happens as you grow up. If you are older, it will have happened to you, right? And so then when you empathize with that, it kind of just feels wrong in my heart, I guess. Like, I felt like the songs like Insane and Daisies, they respected that they were sung from the perspective of a murderer, and they made sense like that, right? And his characterization is kind of zany, right? So it's fine, right? Whereas the characterization that we get, like, okay, one thing that I don't like about FNAF is we get all this characterization for Afton, the murderer, but not really any characterization, or barely any characterization, for the dead kids. And it kind of falls into that same pattern that we see in regular media, where if there's like a serial killer, like it focuses on the serial killer. We know so much about the serial killer. We know so much about Ted Bundy. Know so much. We get documentaries. But what do we know about their victims, right? Like, it's the thing where I think I read psychologically, like, people will, like, murder and whatnot for attention because they know that they'll get the attention. The attention will go to them and not their victims. And it's like, I think maybe glorifying murders is the wrong way to word it. Because I don't think they're being glorified. It's like they're popular in a bad way, but it's like kind of putting them on a pedestal, kind of making them a celebrity, and I don't like that at all. Even in the song, it was singing from the perspective of Afton, but it didn't really... Like, if you're gonna connect to how messed up a serial killer is, you gotta really connect to it. Don't become a serial killer, but, like, understand that you're writing... It's a sensitive topic, and you're writing from the perspective of something sensitive like that. I don't know. I just think that maybe we've kind of, with the content farms and content farms about murder, serial killers, child murder, it's kind of been watered down a lot. And I don't think it should be. But anyways, rant over, I guess. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!